Good morning, Sunday morning. I finally got everything off the lumber rack and I'm starting to sand. I think I'm gonna have to prop it up and try and get some drop cloths underneath it. Get it sanded out, get the top done, let it dry for a couple of days, and then get some help flipping it over so I can get the expanded metal welded in place. There's a start. I got it all sanded and painted. It took about 3 hours to sand and about 45 minutes to paint with a brush. And now it'll probably take a week to dry enough to where we can flip it over so we can weld the expanded metal on the bottom, and then I'll paint all the bottom and everything. So I'm happy with that. It looks really good. It's super shiny and it flows very well. And super sticky, it gets on everything. But man, it does for a brush. That's slick. All right, we'll see what happens in a week probably. Good morning. So now I have to flip this over and I want to see if I can do it myself. I think I can, instead of bugging someone all the time. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to videotape it in case I screw up. I don't want anybody to see it. All right, I got it. That wasn't bad. It's not super heavy, it's just awkward. But now that I've got the shade out from over the top of it, I can see a lot of the areas that I missed. So I'll be touching that stuff up, the old holidays. Now I need to sand this out and cut that expanded metal to get welded. I can't believe it though. I think today's the third day that it's been sitting and drying. I'm sure once it's completely dry, 100%, it's gonna be tough as nails, but it takes a while for that moisture, I guess, to come out through the paint. So crazy, 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 and crazy. I just dug out the old rusty expanded metal. So I've got it marked, or at least squared up. I'm gonna round the corners and start cutting. So that will be nice. Rusty. It's gonna be fun painting that too. All right, expanded metal is cut and in place. I've had that piece of expanded metal for 7, maybe 8 years, just sitting there rusting. I can't pull myself to get rid of it. And now I had a use for it. Every time I get rid of something, it seems like, oh man, I just got rid of that and I needed it. But get that thing wire wheeled out and welded on, we're cooking with gas. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, about 6:45 a.m. My buddy's coming over with his welder and he's gonna weld this expanded metal here on for me for my lumber rack for the van. So I started flapper disking it, getting it cleaned up to give him a welding spot, so I need to do the rest of this. When I lifted up these drop cloths, there was a million ants in there. So they're still there. I gotta get the leaf blower out and blow them away again. Oh boy, fun. It's always something interesting. Luckily I had the leaf blower. Those little tiny ants, they bite and they leave welts on you, almost like getting stung by a bee. Right here I had to cut off a little tiny bit extra. When I put a square on it, it wasn't perfectly square, so I had to fix that. Right here, Michael's welding 150 points of contact. I can't stand squeaks or rattles, so he did them all. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you, Michael. So my buddy Michael came over and welded this for me. He says I'll be able to stand on it. I'm basically just gonna be hooking solar panels up. But that part's a done deal. Got to get it all painted and done, and we're gonna install it on the roof of the van. Then I can start on interiors. I'll have a lot of other doodads, but for now, that'll be it. Okay, I've got it all sanded out lightly. So I'm going to paint this expanded metal just like this so I can get both sides at the same time and try and delete some of the runs. And once that's all done, painted, good enough, I would say, then I will pick it up and lay it back on the sawhorses and finish out the bottom half, let it dry for a few days and go from there. It's painted. I painted both sides of the expanded metal. I laid it on its side, so that's done. So I'm gonna let this dry for a couple days and then load it up on top of the van and get it all hooked up how it's supposed to be, and then maybe touch up because I'm sure it's gonna get blemishes when we load it on the top. So that's the end of this video. I don't like making them too long, so stay tuned for this, that, and the other thing.